So it looks like Bald and Bankrupt won't be returning to Russia anytime soon, and well, here's why. So I made a video about Bald and Bankrupt previously, and it goes over his history on the platform. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure to check it out. So imagine yourself as a YouTuber showing the country which has inspired you for many years, showing the beauty, the people, and educating those who don't know about this land with complex history, and also showing the Soviet aspects of that place, of course.
Check it out. Jump in the Soviet lift. How many times can I say Soviet today? Soviet hotel. In Soviet monolith building. Soviet. And the Soviet Union went to Hotel Soviet.
Little Soviet
The
pioneer.
last Soviet hotel in Russia.
Soviet statue.
He's Soviet. Soviet adventurising.
Is it Soviet?
An old Soviet badminton racket.
The last Soviet hotel.
The Soviet lift is
We've got a
broken down.
Soviet football. Soviet gas mask. Soviet
spy code of the abandoned Soviet pioneer camp, the Soviet Union.
the Soviet
statue.
Then imagine yourself being interrogated by the police of that country and then being banned from that country entirely. Well, that was actually the case that Bald and Bankrupt found himself in recently, and actually myself in some ways, actually a small way, which is that I got an email actually just the other day from YouTube saying that the government in Russia has banned my video that I made about Shy from being viewed in Russia. Just a day or two after that, I even got an email from YouTube saying that they demonetized it, and they basically just said it's a dangerous video, you know, such is life. But this wasn't anywhere near the same situation Bald or Benjamin found himself in recently.
Два причины. Первая причина, знаете, запады Ванга, наши СМИ постоянно делают давление, что, как сказать, ну, против России, можно так сказать, и особо против ваш президент. И, конечно, это было влияние на меня, я слышал это только этого. И я был там, когда я был там в Украине, это было очень рано, война, я думаю, что это сумасшедшее решение. Я не понял в это время совсем подробностей, почему это все произошло, просто, война, почему. И, ну да, я сказал, что я сказал, я писал, я думал, это может быть в этот момент. И тоже вторая причина, вы, может быть, не будете понимать это, но когда у вас есть лицо на YouTube, если вы хотите зарабатывать деньги еще, вам надо что-то сказать, что они хотят слышать, и что люди хотят слышать. Если нет, это будет проблема для вас. Так, я думаю, что это надо так писать, то, что у них нет проблем.
There's of course a few different things which led up to Bald's interrogation and ultimate ban from the country, February 27th of 2022. In the description of a previous YouTube video from Ukraine, Bald says, "A week now seems a lifetime ago in terms of the rapidly changing events in Ukraine. I arrived in the country thinking to myself, Putin isn't mad enough to invade because the Ukrainian people will fight to the death for their country. It will be like Stalingrad. And yet I was completely wrong to underestimate his insanity. Now, as I write this, the people who I met in this video are living under bombs and bullets. Unbelievable how much suffering Ukraine has gone through in its history. I could write so much, but I will leave that until my next video. In the meantime, I wish the people of Ukraine well and hope for their safety in this terrible war." This was since deleted from the description. This story starts with the area which houses the Buran in Kazakhstan. The Buran was a space shuttle that was created in the Soviet Union. Like most things around this time of the Cold War, it was created due to fear of the Western powers like the US weaponizing space. The shuttle has since been destroyed from flying again since the collapse of the Soviet Union. And in 2002, the roof of the hangar actually collapsed due to a structural failure due to poor maintenance, which actually killed 7 workers. Following the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, the Russian space program actually continued to operate in this area in Kazakhstan, even with the retirement of the shuttle. Russia actually has since been paying $115 million per year to actually still be operating on this area. So Bald and Bankrupt set off on a journey in Kazakhstan to find the hangar containing the Buran, and he did this with the help of a friend who has photographed the Buran before. Her name is Lana Sator, and she was able to give Bald proper directions to the Buran, and she was actually wrongfully arrested in Albania and sent to prison, which Bald is currently helping her seek legal justice now. Once he was there and he made it through the endless desert of Kazakhstan, he finally made it to the peak of his Soviet adventures. Then he and Alina were arrested from the Russian internal police and interrogated, but then they were just let go with just a fine. As time goes on, Bald would eventually upload a video titled "The Journey is Over" on September 1st, 2022. In the video, Ben tells us the story of how he was interrogated from the Russian police. He goes on to say that he was really upset by the whole thing, because during his entirety of uploading videos from Russia, he always wanted to show the people and the culture and present the country how it was, and not how it's portrayed in the media. Then at the end of the video, he says it's the end of the Soviet adventures, showing us footage from a lot of the Soviet adventures he was on, including those outside of Russia like in Lithuania, Estonia, and Belarus. So over the years, Bald has actually been hinting that one day it would all end, and even before uploading this video, he posted a community post saying, "Today I'm filming my last ever Soviet video. I have had the greatest adventures whilst doing it. I hope you have been inspired a little by some of what I have shown you. I also hope that after you've seen the last film, you will unsubscribe and go out and have your own adventures. Create your own legend because your time is running out. I mean it, running out quickly. We will all be dead in a few years, and I doubt there's another run at it afterwards. Don't waste the precious time you have left watching others live their lives on a screen and being involved in the triviality of internet celebrities who don't even know or care who you are. Seize the moment to make your mark on the world. Finish your life with a mindful of incredible adventures and memories, and not of you spending your years watching TikTok reels. I hope I opened up the former USSR region to you and taught you a bit along the way. Bald."
Специальная операция, мы шли 4-5 месяцев. И у меня было много времени узнавать больше информации про эту ситуацию. Почему Россия это сделала? Почему они взяли это решение? Первые дни я не понял, просто сразу понятно почему. А сейчас, конечно, я прочитал, я узнавал информацию из разных мест, и я понял, что надо участить этого района из, фашистов, можно так сказать. Да, я приносил, и не только я думаю, что каждый ютубер, в принципе, они принесли имейл из ютубера, и они сказали, что вы только нужно сказать, говорить про эту ситуацию в Украине. И сторона Украины. Вы не можете показать сторона Донбасса или русские мнения про этого. Если вы не будете на ваш канал, ни проблем, вы еще деньги рекламировать не можете, потому что это запрещено. Были это, в принципе. Это было, может быть, через... Я не хочу сказать, что неправда, я не помню именно, когда я получил это. Но это было рано в этой ситуации. Просто они сказали, что вы не можете сказать что-то позитивное про эту ситуацию. Допустим, если я буду сказать, конечно, было надо специальную операцию, потому что там у нас есть много фашистов, там в Украине, это нельзя. Это посольство в Украине, в Лондоне, украинские посольства. Да, они написали мне через мой имейл. Первый раз я ничего не сказал, и потом они еще, Бенджамин, вы можете, пожалуйста, оставить много ютубера, это сделал, это деньги для... И я думал, почему нет? Так, я оставил это место, и тоже много людей не сказали, почему вы не сказали про деньги про Украину? Разные ютуберы это сделали, вы ничего не сделали, только там. Так, я думал, хорошо, если я буду это делать, это будет лучше для меня.
So why was Bald interrogated? Well, he made an Instagram post providing background to what and why he said what he said during the interrogation. Basically, he was brought into prison for criticizing Putin. He said, "After a few days in the cells, I was taken to an office of an MVD officer, or Ministry of Internal Affairs, who said, whether you get just a fine or a long prison stretch depends on how sorry you are for what you said, and your justification for saying it. In the moment, you have a decision to make. Either be a hero and get 5 years in a concrete cell, or say glory to Putin and go home to enjoy your life with your family and friends again. I took the second option without hesitation, which is why I'm writing this from my comfy bed and not from a concrete cell. I'm not Russian or Ukrainian, and I won't be martyring myself for any of their causes. The only shield I'll ever fall on will be covered in the Union flag." So add the comments that he said about Putin in the past, and then add the previous arrest in Kazakhstan, and it looks like he is officially banned from Russia. Remember, Bald has actually been through this before. Forced public apologies is a part of Ben's resume at this point. He was once in Chechnya, and he used the word chick to describe a woman, and the people of Chechnya really didn't like it, and he was forced to make a public apology to all of the Chechnyan people.
Some stop a Chechen chick turns up and shares my compartment with me. And I can put on some romantic lighting. Oh, salam alaikum, sister. Would you like a glass of Baltica?
Салам алейкум, все люди здесь, в Республике Чечня. Меня зовут Бенджамин, я из Англии. Я блогер, у меня есть канал на YouTube. Случайно что-то плохо бывало. Пару дней назад я сделал мой фильм на YouTube, оставил там. И я говорил что-то, которое не были красивые, честно говоря, про женщину в Чечне. Честно говоря, я не хотел оскорбить Чечня или люди здесь. Но это было случайно. Но я понимаю сам сейчас, что это здесь не прибыль. Это некрасиво. Я прошу прощения, люди в Чечне. И что вы понимаете, что я не намерял это делать, это было совсем случайно. Прости меня. Я уважаю здесь люди. Я был в Чечне уже 2-3 дня. Все были очень красивые здесь, так. Люди так хорошо были со мной, красивая страна. И я хочу показать, что люди в мире, вокруг мира, что как красиво Чечня и как хорошо здесь.
So basically, he said what he had to say to get out of the situation. It was either that or he would still be in prison to this day.